When you're ready to create your ePortfolio, log into Blackboard, then navigate to the Content Collection. In the left margin, scroll down to My Portfolios and then click the My Portfolios link. That will open the My Portfolio page. Begin by clicking on the Create Basic Portfolio button. In Section 1, you'll need to name your portfolio. You'll probably want to include your name in the portfolio title. You'll also need to include some kind of description. Both of these blocks are required. That's indicated by the orange asterisk. Continue to come down the page. You'll be able to select the style of your portfolio, either using text for the navigation or buttons. I recommend text simply because you'll be able to type more words into the text box than you would if you chose buttons. In the navigation bar on the left side of the portfolio, you can select which color you wish to use. I recommend that you select a color that is easy to look at. Don't select a bright red or a bright yellow, something just a little bit softer on the eyes. When you select the color, you'll have to come down and apply that color. That will be the color of the navigation bar, but you'll have to select the text color below that as well. Make sure the text color contrasts with the background color of the navigation bar so you can easily read the text you put in there. So in this case we have a very light color background, and white text probably will be very difficult to read. So I'm going to change that to black, and I'm going to come down and apply that. You want to make sure that your portfolio is available and that you're allowing comments. Once you've set that section up, this is basically the framework for your portfolio. You need to click on the Submit button. That'll take you back to the My Portfolio page, and you will see a confirmation that your portfolio has been created. And you'll see that in your list. This is the one I just created. If you click on the link that is the name of your portfolio, you'll see a preview of your portfolio. Right now there's nothing in your portfolio. To actually build your portfolio, you want to select the down arrow next to the name and select Build. If you select Edit, you can go back and change the color or the text, the name of your portfolio, but to actually add pages you need to select Build. In the Build section, you have three options. Add content will pull content directly from your portfolio. You'll probably only want to use this for your resume. I'll demonstrate that in a few moments. Add link will add a link to an external website. Create item is probably what you're going to use the most. So I'm going to select Create Item. And on the Create Item page, you have a template option here. Leave it blank item. Don't change that to anything else. And then come over to the right and click on the Submit button. In the Create Item page, you're going to name this page, this web page. Whatever you type in this box will appear in your navigation bar. I'm going to type Welcome here. And below that you'll see there is a text box. This is very much like a Microsoft document with all of the options for different formatting of text and so on. If you click in this box below, you can type and if you want to format that text, you highlight. I'm going to center that. You can also make it larger. You can change the color if you like, or italicize. There's a lot of things you can change in the text format. I actually recommend that you put a space above your first line. That'll give you a little white space on the web page and make it look a little bit more professional. If you want to add a photo, I'm going to add a photo below my name. The icon that is right about on the third line and right about the middle, it's an insert edit image icon. If you mouse over the different icons, they will tell you what they are. I'll select Browse Content Collection. That's where I've stored my images. And make sure when you come to this selection page that you have the My Content here. You may have something instead of My Content, it may say Users with a little plus sign in front of it. Click the plus sign and you should see your Access ID. Click on your Access ID and that will open up all of your files in the content collection. This is my content collection. I know it's mine because my Access ID is listed right here. That's how you can check. Come down to your image folder. I'm going to select this image by clicking the radio button in front of the name. Then I'm going to scroll down to the Submit button. You should see your image in the preview box right here. You can change the size of an image. Right now this one's set at 144 by 144. If you change one, as long as the constraint portions box is checked, the other box when you click on it will also change. You don't have to figure that out. Come down and click Insert, and after a moment your image should appear on your web page. You need to scroll down to the bottom of the page and click on the Submit button. Think of the Submit button as a Save button. And then you will have a new page in your portfolio. The way you can check that is if you go back to the My Portfolios, you can either click on the link at the top of the page or you can click on the link in the left margin. This will take you back to the My Portfolio page. Now if I click on the name of my portfolio, it's going to show my navigation bar with the one page that I've created, and then in the center will be my page, and you'll notice I have a little bit of white space here at the top because I gave it an extra space before I started typing the first line. I'm going to close out of that and go back into my portfolio by going to my portfolio, clicking on the down arrow and selecting Build. I'm going to add a second page to my portfolio. Once again, I'm going to create item. I'm going to select leave it as blank item and click Submit. As an example, I'm going to call this page the Teaching and Learning Statement. That's one of your assignments. You may have your text already prepared for this, in which case you can just copy and paste your file. Keep in mind that once you've finished creating your item here, you'll need to scroll down and click on the Submit button in order for all your changes to take place. Now we have another page in our portfolio, the Teaching and Learning Statement. You'll continue to build your portfolio pages by creating items. The one time you may want to use the Add Content is if you have your resume as a PDF file, which would allow you to have a direct link to the document rather than a web page with a link on the web page. And let me demonstrate that. Sometimes that's a little confusing. Again, the document has to be in your content collection, so the Add Content is going to look directly at the content collection. We're going to give it a name. In this case, I'm going to call it Resume. And when you browse, you're browsing to the content collection. Again, make sure you're in your content and scroll through your folders until you find your resume, And even though this isn't a resume, it's just a demonstration. I'm going to select this file and then click Submit, confirming. And you'll see some numbers here. That's an indication that the file has been added. And so now all you have to do is click Submit. And now you have a third item on your portfolio. I will demonstrate the Add Link button and what that will do. This one, I'm just going to use Wayne State as a demonstration. You must include the entire web link. And then you'll submit at the bottom. And this creates another page in your portfolio. You'll see this is a page with a little world icon indicating this is a web link. I recommend that you practice by creating a portfolio. You can always delete a portfolio, and the way you delete a portfolio is either you can click on this box and hit delete, or click on the down arrow and come down to delete in the drop down box here. Either one, you'll have to confirm, and it will eliminate your portfolio. So you can build as many portfolios as you like, and you can practice on building your portfolio.